All right. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us today. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Lindsay Litton, and I'm here in the Colorado Springs area, and I feel very blessed that our presenter today is also here in the Colorado Springs area. And we've been really good friends for how many years, Lana?
I want to say on and off for like almost 4 and 5 years.
Yeah. So Lana and I originally got connected through one of my other businesses, Mill Housing Network. She was one of our first referral agents in the network here in Colorado Springs. And we've stayed in touch and are now doing some really fun stuff together. So when I asked Lana to come on and present to you guys today, she said something that she's really passionate about is referrals. And I truly believe that Lana is a referral queen. And for those of you that don't know, Lana has such a big giving heart. So in addition to referrals, her client appreciation events are off the hook. So I am going to make her come back at some point and give us the client appreciation event chat, because I'm talking hundreds of people at her client appreciation events, and they are the talk of the town. So without further ado, I'm going to get Lana the stage here, and she's going to be talking to us about referrals and how she closes 200 plus transactions a year through her referral-based business. So I can't wait. All right, girlfriend, it's all you, sister.
Lindsay, it's a great introduction. Thank you. And on a good year, we absolutely are on average, we're closing 200 transactions a year. This year, it's going to be slightly less, but it's a shifted year. I'm just going to be fully transparent. Everything that I will share with you, friends, because I see some new friends on the Zoom that I'm very excited to connect. So Nina, Daniel, Kathy, please, let's connect on social. I'm an open book. If I can be a resource after this call, I'm available. And then, of course, my guy Gus out of Florida, and the longtime Remax friend Ashley Wilson joining us out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Ashley, I'm wearing purple for you. You know, because Ashley's brand colors are purple. Yet here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you, so please bear with me. Let's hope technology cooperates today, because you know it's a mind on its own. All right, cool. Do we see a nice bright blue screen? Yeah, cool. Yes. All right, let's freaking go. So the topic of today's presentation is called "Dominate Your Competition with a Referral-Based Model." And I'm not a fan of word dominate by any means, but you know, like working by referral in this age and era, it's not a sexy topic, because majority of the agents want to know about, well, tell me what do I need to do on social media? How can I make it easy? I was like, well, this is a very crucial topic that we all need to deep dive. And I was like, and maybe word dominate is going to just pay attention. You're going to pay attention a little bit more. All right, team. So here we go. A little bit about me, because some of you are like, who are you? Why should I be listening to you? Well, friends, as most of you, I had very humble beginnings in real estate. Okay, and Ashley, as a matter of fact, Ashley on this call, and a few years later after that, Lindsay, you guys remember me when I was part of Remax. Look, I'm kind of wearing the same hair color. I kind of went a full circle and kind of darkened myself. You know, putting the Remax signs in a yard with a brand new baby at home. Keep in mind, we were a military family who just moved to Colorado, brand new to the city, to the state. We didn't know anybody. So everything we had to build, we built from scratch. And 5 years I was running and gunning with Remax. Remax has been really good to me. Then I made a decision because I started growing a team and I was scaling, to move to Keller Williams, because Keller Williams is known to be, you know, the #1 training company in the world, which they are. And I was there for a good 3 years. And then as of last year, I made a decision to move to a real broker for the better opportunity for me and my people. And from 119 transactions, my second year of business as a solo producer with a brand new baby at home, to within the last few years, we were able to serve 500 families with 0 paid sources. Now, we do not pay for Zillow. We do not pay for any like wicked programs. So everything that I'll share with you, friends, it's a real deal. Okay, I will share with you what works, what doesn't. And now I have a privilege running small but mighty team There's a picture of my team right now. So there was quite a bit of progression within the last few years. And I'm very, very blessed to be connected to people like Lindsay, where we are, like, our friendship and relationship went through many stages, you know, but now we're connected more than ever. I'm cheering for Lindsay and for her personal, you know, story and whatever she's going for the next year. So Lindsay, once again, thank you for having me here. All right, a couple more things. And for some of you, like, well, maybe you had it easy. I never had it easy, friends. I came to this country speaking very little English. And no, I'm not Hispanic because of the Rodriguez last name. I'm actually from Eastern Europe. So my first language is Russian. My second language is Latvian. And then I picked up English in school. And then I had to master it when I came to the United States. Okay. And I'm also a weight loss junkie. So I've been fighting weight gain, weight loss for a long time. So I have a lot of distractions in my head that kind of doesn't help me to be a good producer. You know, I'm a proud mom, proud wife, military spouse, and a proud mom to a very nice little boy. But we had very terrible 2s and 3s as we were going through his, you know, autism discovery journey and all kind of things. So friends, if I can come in and deep dive into this referral business model, so can you. All right. Just wanted to share this with you guys, because maybe some of you are going to connect with me now on a whole different level. All right. Let's go into the value prep. And keep in mind, friends, we have 45 minutes for this because we have to end this call in 45 minutes. So I'm going to try to go super fast. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. And then I'm going to try to go through the entire slide deck, and then we're going to address questions. Lindsay, does that sound good?
That sounds great. And guys, we're going to have this recorded. So anybody that has registered for this is going to get a copy of the recording. So if you're taking notes and you miss something, just know that we'll have a recording available for you as well.
All right, cool. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So look, reality is everybody are hurting this year. And if you are the agent who's thriving, you need to slide into Lindsay's DMs. It's like, hey, Lindsay, I'm thriving. There's some things that are working out really, really well. And you need to be the next person on this call sharing with all of us what works for you. Okay. It's a shifted year. I have been in the business for 9 years. And this month sucks. January sucks. Let's just talk the way it is, right? And what me, my team, your team, we need to be focusing on is going back to the basics. There is not another shiny object out there that you can start implementing and that's gonna start giving you leads within the next 30 days, unless you have thousands of dollars and you want to sign up for Zillow Pay. Okay, but I don't think we're there yet. So end of the year and the Q1, end of the year, we still have a whole month of December, all right? I know there's holidays and all kind of excuses not to do deep work, but come on now, do we want to lay the groundwork or not? So end of the year, and then Q1, it's the time to organize your database and inventory all your systems. Now, that's not the sexy part. Don't be leaving the Zoom because I'm telling you the truth. All right, organizing your database. How does it look like? If you're a brand new agent, maybe your database is not as big as for the agent who has been in the market for years. But database, it's not only people who have bought or sold with you, it's anyone you know, starting from your hairstylist to your massage therapist to even your neighbor. All right, and inventory all your systems. Let me give you an example of what inventorying all your systems is important. We have been operating out of a Chime CRM, okay? And I'm not here to tell you that Chime is the best CRM. The only CRM that's good, that's the one you use, all right? And we kind of have a really good system. And a few months ago, we missed an opportunity that cost us almost $10,000. One of our repeat clients reached out to us through Chime. There's so many questions, why through Chime, blah, blah, blah. He reached out to us through Chime and we didn't see it.
Partial.
Kara, hi. Yeah. So he reached out to us through Chime. We did not see it. And guess what? No one ever got back to him. And he listed his property with somebody else. Now, we discovered that a few months later when his brother called and he was like, hey, what happened with my brother? Blah, blah, blah. We're like, what happened? Guys, it was so painful because like, how in the world we had a gap between us and the Chime. So inventory all your systems, okay? We all have time to do that. Perform an audit on all your past clients. If you don't have past clients, perform an audit on all your past relationships. Once a year, me and my client care manager, also / my assistant, we sit down. We're about to do this in the next few weeks. And even though we operate at a Chime, the way I visually can see it, I operate better out of the Excel sheet. So I ask her to provide me all the contacts, all the families that have sold or bought with us and are currently living in town in the Excel sheet format. And we go one by one, checking, are they still with us? Are they still living where they bought, or have they moved on and sold with somebody else? Now, keep in mind, when you work by referral, you take any opportunity, good or bad, very personal. It's just the way it is, because like you get connected to all these people. Well, if they, and I'm going to be that kind of agent, because remember, everyone who works with us, they become part of our client community. That's a terminology we have been used for a long time, and feel free to start using it too. Because remember, no consumer wants to be added to the freaking CRM or database. No, they want to be part of the community. That's why there's 11 of you on this call, part of Lindsay's community, hopefully part of my community in the near future, you know? So meaning, like, if somebody's, like we're doing the audit, if somebody wandered off, I'm gonna be asking them, hey, congratulations, moving a different direction. What can I have done differently? Because I wanna know. Never ever heard, well, it's the different agents marketing or blah, blah, blah. Most of the time it's like, oh, the guy in church got licensed, or my neighbor John got licensed, I wanted to support them. I was like, okay, I get it. All right. But when you start doing these exercises with your database or your sphere, you're going to be so much more powerful knowing how to prevent that going forward. All right. And at least gather everyone's birthdays and home buying anniversaries in one significant event. All right. If you're not acknowledging your spheres or your databases, these small little details as far as birthdays, anniversaries, you're missing out on a great opportunity. Okay. Because majority of us are not. We started doing this a few years ago on consistent basis because we were like doing it here and there. Now we have each client marked in the CRM with the reminders, and the nice handwritten card is going out there, and I'll show you how it looks like. All right, team, going forward, working your database. So once again, because there's somebody on this call right now, or I don't have a big database. Like, you know, yes, you do. You just need to get it organized. You need to sit down and kind of tune in, write everybody you know, all right? So there's cold leads. If you have been selling real estate, at least for quite some time, there's cold leads access for you, okay? There's prospects. Prospect, what's the difference between cold lead and prospect? It's somebody you actually had maybe a little real estate chat, maybe a real estate inquiry, past clients, all right? Sphere of influence. All of you on this call has a huge sphere of influence. Now, is it organized? Probably not, all right? Social media. Social media right now, it's there. It's not going anywhere. So that's another database that can be worked very, very effectively. And of course, agent-to-agent database. And what do we want to be doing? It's very simple, friends. Always add people and add value to your database. All right. So I want to talk to you about, I'm not going to deep dive into this, but one of the most underestimated referral sources is agent-to-agent referral source. All right. And if you are part of the brokerage, which there's probably some independent broker owners here, and kudos to you guys, respect. But if you're part of Real, Keller, Remax, you need to be, it's not the right word, but using and abusing the privileged part, being part of that broker. And I hope you're going out there. I hope you're tuning into the masterminds and branding yourself as an agent, an expert in your area. All right. When I made a move to a real broker, I made an effort to introduce myself to a lot of people because it was my third brokerage move. I was not gonna lollygag anymore. I was like, I'm in business. So that's why right now, within 1 year, a lot of agents within the organization know me as a referral partner in Colorado Springs. Now, did it come naturally? No, I had to put in legwork. So if you are part of Keller, part of Remax, please make sure you use that big network as an opportunity to get out-of-state referrals, all right? And how do you do it? Of course, network within your brokerage, attend events, host events, get on podcasts, start a podcast, get on stages. If you are watching this right now and you have a superpower up your sleeve that maybe it was like, well, it works for me, I don't know if it's gonna work for somebody else. Oh yes, it will. And there's so many agents right now hurting, hungry, willing to learn from you. So please, create a little keynote. I can help you. Lindsay can help you, and go out there and bless other agents with your superpower. And of course, leverage social media to connect. I put in here a picture of my friend Hector Chinia in Miami, Florida. Great guy. And I saw him in Canada last week. All right. Remember, I was invited as a speaker. It was a completely different stage, all Canadians. And I was like, Hector, you're here. He was attendee. But do you know why he attended freaking event in Canada and Winnipeg and Manitoba province? Because he knew he was going to be the only agent in Miami, Florida. And some of these Canadians who have very harsh winters, at some point in time, they're going to be buying property in Miami, Florida for maybe vacation rental, or they're going to have a client who's going to buy. So Hector made an investment, flew to Canada, networked with 200 Canadian agents. And now when they think of maybe United States or Florida, they're going to think of this guy. So very genius moves. All right, Lindsay, is this good so far?
I told you guys she was going to be on fire, and she's on fire.
I typically don't drink coffee, but I drink coffee just for this. But Lindsay, is this good so far? Good to continue?
Oh yeah, keep going, sister. I'll rein you in when we get to the time limit.
All right, cool. I'm tracking time to, I think we have like good 35 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And if you guys have questions, I'm lading the chat. So pop them in there and I can make sure that I get them to Lana.
Yeah. And once again, friends, as you guys can see, I'm very passionate about the subject. Okay. Okay. Is your database organized? Number one, raving fans. All right. It's your ace. And some of you were part of the Buffini systems and you know how Buffini like preaches. And once again, full credit to Brian Buffini, his systems, because everything we took and adapted for us, it kind of came from the Buffini system. So here we go. Raving fans. Okay. B, people who know, like, and trust you. Most of the time, it's going to be people in your inner circle. C, there's acquaintances, people who watch you from the far, but they don't know you very well. And then of course, D stands for delete. Okay. So when you sit down and you do this list of prospects, who do you know? And you start organizing, you're like, this person can be a raving fan. Like, I'm a raving fan of Lindsay Litton. Okay. Whatever she needs, I'm there. I'm going to be talking about Lindsay Litton in the rooms where she's not in. Hopefully she's going to be doing the same. Just kidding. I know she is.
Oh, you know I do.
Yeah. And then, but this is a mistake I see a lot of agent friends make. How you talk to your C people, it's not how you talk to A people. All right. Because me and Lindsay have this relationship. Let's say if I'm in her hood and I buy a cup of coffee and pop by her house. Hey, Lindsay, I was in the area. Starbucks just came out with these holiday drinks. Bam, here's the coffee on me. She'd be like, Lana, this is awesome. Thanks. What a pleasant surprise. Remember, surprise and delight. If I'm going to do the same act of kindness to my C people and I pop by their house like, hey, John, this is me, Lana Rodriguez. I was like, here a copy. He's like, Lana from Facebook? How do you even know my address? So that relationship is going to be killed before it even started. All right. So when you start planning out your conversations and touches accordingly, all right. An ultimate goal is for the C's to become B's. An ultimate goal is for you to train your people to become A's. All right. Okay. And how do we create raving fans? Like if you are into real estate sales or if you are into coaching, growing, whatever you're doing, we all need raving fans because without raving fans, our brand doesn't get much further. All right. Number one, provide memorable service. Don't be a basic agent because I know all of you right now on this call knows a basic agent, okay, who should not be in the business. Here, I said what I said. I said what I said. It's the truth, okay? Post-transaction follow-up for life. Friends, average person, aka basic agent, closes the deal and goes away. And their clients become abandoned. And that's where for people like me, who has this big heart client community, when I meet somebody who has been abandoned by their agent, I just add them to what I'm building, okay? And this is very simple exercise. I want to challenge you. You're going to be in some social settings within the next month, holidays or whatnot. So when you're in a social setting with somebody you don't know and you meet them, do a small talk, build rapport. Hey, where do you live? Oh, by the way, who was your realtor who sold you a house? 50% of the time, they're not going to remember their name. Mind blown. Mind blown. And guess what? It tells me that the realtor doesn't doing a good job keeping up. Okay. So meaning you can start building rapport. All right. And possibly earn their trust and become the referral partner down the line. All right. Also show them who you are. Don't be a secret agent. Right now, is social media the key? Oh, not really. But are people going to be checking you out? Maybe I'm just a little more advanced, but the way I see it, when somebody comes into my life, either it's a prospect, client, maybe agent who wants to partner up with me, the first thing, I'm not even Googling them. The first thing I'm going to see, can I check them out on social media, Facebook or Instagram? And if your profile is up to date, it's going to tell me a lot about you. All right. And be in a habit that your consumers or people who somebody who gets referred to you or you get referred to them, they can be doing the same thing. So don't be a secret agent. Don't have any weird shit on your social media profiles. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to put it out there. All right. So this is just some simple tips. I know Lindsay is laughing, but it's the truth. It's the truth. But anyway, I have so much more about this topic, but maybe for the next time. All right. Here's a business idea you guys can all execute in the upcoming year. Create your own BNI group. When I was part of Remax, I was part of this intern program, and they're like, you need to get into BNI group. I was like, that sounds great. I tried. There was not a BNI group that was open who would accept a brand new realtor, because there's typically one trade per person. And there's a realtor who's sitting there for like 5 years and not moving. They're like, I'm not leaving this BNI group. And they don't. I was like, okay, that's not for me. So I kind of give up this idea. Within the last year, some of you know, I have opened up our own office space downtown Colorado Springs. And I'm like, my brain, because the way I operate, I'm a visionary. My brain is constantly working. I was like, I have a space. I have a client database of 500 families living in town. How can I make this work? So we hosted our first client business networking mixer. Now, some of you may think, like, well, Lana, clients, like, whoa, why can't I just do it with the business owners within just like, Colorado Springs? You can, but most likely, some of those business owners are already going to have another realtor friend. And if you're going to provide them that platform, they may or may not refer you. But see, with my client database, I expect them to be the only referral source for them. Okay. So when I brought these people out, first I was like, okay, are they going to come? Are they going to be effective? It was so effective. The first hour was just a networking and mingling. Everything is catered by Costco, just a simple casual chat. I was like, okay. So I brought everybody downstairs. I made like a little circle you can see, and I asked everybody to get up, introduce yourself. What's your business? What do you do? What's your one aspiration for the next year? And how can we help you? Guys, it was so powerful. I learned so many different things about my clients' businesses. There were some tears and laughs, and then everybody left with a book. I'm a firm believer in tangible items, and I know my clients are not influencers. So it was like, here's a little social media book, and here's word of mouth marketing. So they were so grateful, and I think we may be doing this also for the next year. And guys, you can be doing this in your area too. If you're in Colorado Springs, start, if you don't have a big client database, start with the local business owners, start with the people provide the platform that you can control, and I promise you it's going to get paid in dividends. All right, next. All right, a couple tools, platforms to communicate with your database. All right, Facebook is number one. Then there is CRM, because like if you are trying to have an organized business, CRM, it's a must. It's a must. Even I said, I love Excel sheet, but that's not how to keep your shit organized. Instagram, it's social media platform. It's kind of there, monthly newsletter. We use MailChimp for our monthly newsletter, and it's very affordable. We started with a basic version that was like $9.99 a month. I think now we updated to like maybe $50 a month, just to make it like a little more neat. And you all, just like us, should be sending a monthly newsletter. And if you don't know what to put, oh my goodness. Well, number one, maybe a nice photo of you, not a professional headshot, but like something like humanly, a message from you. Your people want to hear from you. And if you think they don't, you're wrong. Your people want to hear from you, okay? And they want to hear from as a real estate expert and a human as you are. You can, if you are into client appreciation space, you can say, hey, save the date, February 2024. This is coming to our client community, blah, blah, blah. Go into local websites and see what's going on in your city and just put in some articles. You can make it very interactive, and it's just another free tool or very affordable tool for you to be in touch with your people. BombBomb, it's a video marketing tool. I think it's a annual fee, but if you want to start sending out very nice video messages to your clients, maybe as a market expert or market updates, it's a very nice tool. But I'll tell you why Facebook is number one. Facebook is still that platform where people are willing to be connected on a humanized level. The best example to explain, like when you are having a birth announcement, or maybe a death in your family, or maybe there's something going on, maybe your dog dies. Most likely you're not going to be posting a pretty picture on Instagram and using a filter and say hashtag little sick, hashtag having COVID. No, but you are going to post about this on Facebook primarily because you want empathy. You want your people to see, because who like who's going to be your Facebook friends? It's probably your friends, your family, maybe some colleagues. So I have been a professional stalker at Facebook for the longest time. I see what's going on with my people's lives, either it's my agents or my clients. Sometimes I send them some soup, sometimes I send them rotisserie chicken, sometimes I send them cookies to surprise and delight, and sometimes I send them flowers, all right? Because guess what? Your competition is not doing that. As simple as that.
Lana is the queen of this. And I can't tell you how many times I have gotten home deliveries of like crumbled cookies or flowers. Lana is always watching, and then all of a sudden something will show up on my doorstep. Amazing.
Well, because you have to like, now, yes, language, gifts is my language of love, and that's how I self-express. But like, how many people are doing this for you? Probably zero. To give you an example, when I had my first kid, I was part of Remax, and I got flowers from my managing brokers and a couple of other people. It was like, oh, Lana is having her first kid. Let's make her feel special. When I had my second kid, I'm not even kidding. Not even any of my family members or friends sent me anything, except my former lender sent me a little food basket. So here's me coming home, you know, with my second child, still a very special occasion. And all I had is like little food basket from my lender, who I no longer even work with. Just to give you an example, guys, because kind gestures is just not common. It's not common, but when you surprise and delight, like they're gonna remember you. Wow, Ashley is my real estate agent and she did this for me. You know, oh my God, I'm gonna repay her. For 2024, I'm gonna try to refer her all my family and friends. All right, I have 15 minutes, so I have to go kind of fast. All right. Your secret tool is a private client Facebook group. There may be some of you who may have it. Some of you probably already heard of me speaking about this. And I'm not an expert at Facebook groups. You have Lindsay Litton, who's ultimate Facebook expert queen. She's probably going to do another deep dive with you guys later on. But oh my goodness, completely free tool. Why not? Okay. Number one, you're going to friend all your past clients, people you want to impress. Then you're going to add them to this. This is like, we love our clients, Lana Rodriguez group, okay? When I meet somebody who has been abandoned by their agent, I was like, hey, I have this client group. You know, you're not going to be spammed or harassed there. All I do is just post some valuable things happening in the city, and you will be informed about any client appreciation event we host. Does that sound good? Like, yeah, sure, add me on. Very limited time when people are like, no, thank you. And then maybe that's not your people anyway. So guys, for 2024, if you don't have this, please make this part of your arsenal. It's just another free tool. It's free. So why not to use it? All right. And some of you be like, well, what do I post there? How's it? Okay, here, June 22nd. Hell, LRG Summer Bash, 5 days away. Because this is information I want my clients to see, but I don't necessarily want my competition to see or my like random Facebook friends to see. All right. March 23rd. Hey guys, just friendly reminder, Easter brunch coming up. Polls work very effectively because people like to put in their opinion. And open-ended questions. If you had $5,000, what would you do? People are like, oh, I would do this, I would do this. And then you start watching replies. What if somebody says, well, I would update my house and get it ready for sale? You're like, ooh, sale? Well, we need to talk. So very, very simple, you know, very, very simple. You guys can all do that. And if you have any more questions, please reach out to Lindsay or me. I'll show you how it's done. Yeah. Okay.
Lana, how often are you posting in your group? I was just telling Gus, I recommend 2 to 3 times a week. How often do you post to your client group?
Like, honestly, that's what we do. But I feel like not often enough, because back in the day, like last year, we had somebody who was helping me to post. Because if you know that you're not consistent, maybe you have ADHD. Yeah, I said it. You maybe want to bring another partner to help you post. My assistant was posting it right now. I posted like, oh my God, I need to post. So I can probably be doing a better job. But yes, anywhere from like 2 to 3 times a week, because also like, remember, all these platforms are algorithm driven. Okay. Because like, if you like launch a group and there's crickets for a month, you're like probably going to get shadow banned by Facebook and your group is going to be like on a blacklist, you know? But once again, Lindsay, you probably need to do another deep dive with all your friends on this, how to use this effectively, because you're the queen.
I think we can do maybe one class just dedicated to a client Facebook group, because the way you treat your clients is different than you would treat an external audience.
Yeah, 100%. All right, friends. And some of you were like, oh, Facebook is not my thing. Well, maybe Instagram is. And I just learned that my friends, Stephan and Parker in San Diego, they run similar concept, but with Instagram. And I never heard of it because I'm on Facebook groups. But apparently you can also have a private group, which is just like a private account on Instagram. Mind blown, especially if your maybe client avatar is more millennials, you know, somebody who's just like Instagram is their platform. Also, another tip, every time I meet somebody, I always ask you, I would love for you to connect with you on social media. Which platform do you prefer, Facebook or Instagram? All right, not TikTok. Don't worry about that. And they say, oh, I'm on Instagram. I was like, let's go, let's connect there. All right, so this is just another idea. I'm not saying this is the way, but it's one of the ways. All right, my favorite apps. TikTok, Amazon, Instacart, Edible Arrangements, Linktree. TikTok primarily, I have to give credit to TikTok. Yes, some of you may be like, well, there's gonna be security breach. Oh, I don't think there will be. But the reason why TikTok is so powerful, because maybe you have aspiration to go beyond real estate sales. Maybe you want to build a brand so powerful, or you want to do like grow audience in some other different way. Well, TikTok is going to be a #1 platform where you can go viral. And by viral, you know, there's many ways why you should or you should not go viral. It's a different animal, but the TikTok is there. Okay, and you can go viral by luck. You can go viral by strategy, but also if you have aspiration to grow organic audience in masses, this is a TikTok. Amazon, like you're like, Lana, what's Amazon? I'll tell you. So for the longest time, I was the agent who was I'm the agent who gets always invited to client birthday parties, weddings. I've been even to clients' kids' funeral. But now my time has spread very thin. Okay, I have a family, I have my team, I have my agent broker network. So I cannot go, but I still track. If I'm getting invited, if I cannot be there, Amazon at 24-hour delivery, Amazon Prime, they get something from you in the mail with a nice note, goes a long way. Okay, Lana cannot be here, but she sent me this. She's still thinking of me, okay? Instacart, when somebody's sick, like my assistant Tanya, she was sick. She never gets sick. Woman is like so healthy and she was sick. I was like, okay, do I want to drive and get her something? No, I just went and Instacart her some soup, some chicken. Just, I want to make her surprise and delight and kind of show her that I care for her. And Instacart was there within 1 hour. Okay, you guys all know an Edible Arrangements. It's a nice fruit presentation, super classy, and typically works if you order the night of or morning of. They can deliver it the same day. And then Linktree, it's another free tool that we all use, and I'll show you. These 2 accounts I have created myself, and completely free. Because typically anything like technology, I need to ask my assistant to help me or something, because it's just my brain is not there. But this is like designed by me, and 2 links. The first one, and I'll tell you how I use them. All right. Okay, we have 10 minutes, Lindsay, maybe 12. You cut me off when it's time, but I'm gonna try to fire through. So 2 times. Typically I'm having 2 conversations. It's either a client coming to our team, hey, I've been referred to your team, blah, 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 by somebody, I want to buy a house or sell a house. Or it's an agent, hey, Lana, I've been watching you, you're part of Real Broker, tell me more. Well, before I had these nice Linktree links, I would send them, well, here's our reviews and here's our YouTube presence. Or it's the same thing for Real Broker. Here, check out this and check out this. And by the time I'm done sending them, they're like get bombarded with all these spam links. And they're like, okay, I feel like spam. This is just not good. But now Linktree gives you an option to combine all your links on one platform and just send them one link. Okay, most of you are probably going to be doing real estate sales. So combine a link about you in one page, and he's like, hey, I'm so excited to connect. Please check out my link for more additional details of who we are and how we operate. Nice and clean. And then when they click, they see where here's a subtitle, my website, my YouTube, and it's nice and clean, and you're not spamming people. Very professional, and it's free. You guys, free. We can all be using that. All right. Okay. Once again, master working by referral. I did not come up with this. I have to give credit when the credit is due, and it's Brian Buffini, okay? Very great guy, Coles Notes and Popeyes. All right, that's a guy. And for the longest time, I've been part of his coaching for like first 4 years of my business, and then Coles. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a secret. I hate talking on the phone. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. Primarily is because when I came to the United States, it was a long journey till I started sounded competent, where you guys would understand me. And even up to this point, when I have to do like a crucial conversation over the phone, like I feel like I get lost. My Russian accent comes out, and I just like, it sucks. Like just I feel uncomfortable. Of course, I did my share of notes, share of pop-bys, right? And then when I discovered the concept of client events, I was like, wow, okay, all right, I can get behind that. Also, another friendly reminder, and you probably want to take a screenshot of this and the next slide. We don't remind or train our people, and by our people, our audience, that we are working by referral professionals. And there's a very big difference between word of mouth and working by referral. Word of mouth, it's almost kind of like going and fishing for the luck and opportunity and hoping somebody's going to refer you because you did a good job. Where working by referral, it's actually explaining and reminding people strategically how it's done. Okay, this is one of the verbiages we started using right now in our marketing. And take a screenshot of this. This is our friend Chris Benjamin, and this is part of his newsletter. And he is very strategic with his wording, and I really liked it. So now I'm gonna maybe implement it in my newsletter. You know, and he's like, when you click in his newsletter, and Lindsay, like as a coach, you can totally do that too, because you work by referral too, you know. Hey, thank you for your support. Your referral sustained this awesome newsletter. All right, nice and clean. Is he salesy? No. And you know, his people be like, oh my God, I love Chris. Yes, let me refer him. All right, works magic. Just wanted to give you this, guys, as a friendly reminder. All right, once again, birthday and home anniversaries. All right, looks like this, very simple. Amazon cards, little cheesy Amazon sticker. I love referrals. Business cards, so actually they can put face to the name. I used to handwrite these myself. Now my client care manager handwrites these, and all you do is just add a $5 gift card, $5 gift card. If you're on a budget, just do a handwritten note. Don't add a gift card. Very simple. Very easy. All right. And some of you be like, that doesn't work. This is stupid. Oh no, it does. Look, we have Helga here. He's like, hey, thanks for thinking of us 4 years later. I'm like, yes, Helga, I'm tracking your birthday year to year. She thinks I'm thought of her. Well, thanks to my CRM. Okay. Miss Ruth, 3 years later, we have been sending her these little reminders 3-4 years. My favorite thing is Michael Chavez and his partner. They are redeeming our Starbucks $5 gift cards in New York. And they tag us on Facebook like, hey, great time for this first snow in New York City. And guess what? Who sees it? Their entire Facebook friend community, because their realtors are not doing that for them. Super simple, and it works. All right. Pop buys. All right. I mean, once again, I love Buffini systems, but this is like what Buffini back in the day told you, is like, nice little pie cutter, little pumpkin. Hey, real estate is my jam. Yeah. Okay. I'm a humorous person, but I could never get behind these pop buys, because I was like, if I'm going to drive out there, knock on somebody's doors, feel like an idiot, and bring an item of value, this was my to-go-to. I was like, it was either $5.99, 3.5-pound pie from Costco, because yes, everybody knows it's from Costco, but it always gives that wow factor. It was like, this pie is huge. I was like, yes. Or these $15.99, now I think it's like $17.99 poinsettias, where they're like half of my body size. And when you bring somebody, be like, wow, this is so great. This is huge. Even though they know it's from Costco. Okay. Your clients and my clients are not idiots. They know where it's coming from. So I kind of like bigger, better, you know? And then why do we do all this? Why do you have to stay omnipresent? Simply to stay top of heart, top of mind. All right. We did anything from pizza delivery, pop buys 2 years in a row. This started happening during quarantine, because when the quarantine was happening, you know, we couldn't host anything in person. And like people love it. She's like, hey, thanks for making life easier. All right. Hey, Lana, thank you for eating pizza in the park. And see, very important to remind them that it's not a charity act. You're still real estate professional. That's why we slap these little stickers. Hey, who's buying or selling next? Yeah, friendly reminder. You get free, nice little pizza, but don't forget that we also help you buy and sell real estate. All right. Pie pop buys can also be effective as a pie party. Lindsay, how much time do I have? Like 5 minutes? Okay, good. 5 minutes, right? So it can be a pie party, but from pie pop buys, we graduated into pie party. But look, our attendance dropped. So my mind was like, how can I bring more people in? So that's when, and this is like another example that pop buys work, because some of you are like, no one wants to get pie from me. Oh yes, they do. And sometimes your clients are gonna cry because that's how emotional it's gonna make them feel, because no one else is doing that for them. All right, here. So now we added pictures with Santa on the top of the pie party. Now it's kind of like a Santa pie party. We rent a Santa once a year and we hire a professional photographer to take pictures like this. Okay, we do it end of November, so they have these digital slides to do the photos for like holiday cards and whatnot, and it works great. All right, we also send a tangible item, like an invite, so they can actually see it and get excited. And people are excited. Like, we always have a wonderful time at your event. All right, Kelly, hey, Lana, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And guess where they post? They post it on their Facebook wall where everybody else can see it. All right, friends, take a picture of the slide as we're coming to an end. I have like 3 minutes. Events to consider. Well, actually, it's for 2024. See, I need to change that. And I'm not asking you to host all of them. If you can maybe host 1 or 2 or 3 for the next year, this is just some ideas. My favorite ones is an Easter event, summer bash, pumpkin patch, and photos with Santa. Once a quarter, it's plenty, okay? So if you have not hosted one, maybe you can host and get inspired by 2. And this is just an example, okay? It doesn't have to be fancy venue, right? This is a party, a trunk or treat in our office parking lot, okay, downtown. This is the Easter Bunny, who's actually one of my agent's teenage sons, all right? We bought the $100 costume on Amazon. This is me and the team just having fun. All right. Another thing, you can partner up with a local business. All right. And you can do a collaboration where you do a prepaid account and you kind of like maybe interview them. So don't forget about supporting local, because look, if us real estate professionals are hurting this year, what about local businesses? They're probably hurting too. So why not to collaborate together? All right. Take a picture of this event invitation system that works. Very, very important, because a lot of friends in the industry, they see me speak about this, they get very excited and they're like, I hosted the event, no one came. I was like, okay, but did you do at least 3 out of 5 steps I told you about? They're like, no, I just did 1. I did a Facebook event and I invited everybody. Okay, but maybe your client avatar is not active on Facebook. Maybe you need to pick up the call and invite them personally, okay? Maybe you need to do an email blast. Maybe you need to do, mailer. Most effective. So the reason why we pack our client events up to like 500, 600 attendees on a big scale, because we do these 5 steps. And look, by the time they receive step 4 and 5, they're like, okay, Lana will be really upset if I don't show up, And of course, every time you do something, don't forget to document. If you cannot hire a professional videographer, use your phone, okay? All right. Just some examples, movie days. Lindsay, I promise you, I'm almost done. Movie day flyers, we use Eventbrite for RSVPs. You want to start gathering RSVPs because you may run out of food, you may run out of spaces. Eventbrite has been really good to us. There's another tool. Let's say you want to appreciate somebody. You can actually go prepay a Starbucks account, do your own flyer, prepay online, and then like I can text message Lindsay, like, Lindsay, I want to appreciate you for Mother's Day. Please have a coffee on me. Now, the worst part is that somebody can go and max out your entire prepaid account. Has it happened to us? Maybe, but you want to hope that the rest of the clients are operating in a good faith, right? Also, I'm almost done, 2 more slides. Who's your client care team, guys? Okay, if you think you can do this yourself, maybe, but when you start gonna get busy, because in a few months, we're all gonna be very busy selling real estate, this thing's gonna slide through the cracks. For the longest time, my client care team was my husband, Brian. Okay, he would get me in the car with me. He would drive me to deliver pop buys. He would go to the Costco and Walmart with me to buy the pop buys or whatnot, right? But he was also active duty military. His time was very short. Then I started a team. I kind of got all my agents on board. And now for the last 3 or 4 years, I have aka my assistant, who's also our client care manager, okay? So start thinking who else can help you implement these systems for the next year, all right? Leverage your vendors, guys. This is a different Zoom, and talk to Lindsay about this offline. She's an ultimate pro how to do this effectively. Just my only favor to you, when you're asking, maybe having a financial conversation for somebody to support your business, don't do it via text, don't do it over the phone, do it in person, all right? Lots of lessons learned there were there in the past. All right. Hold on. Okay, last slide. All right, some of you may be like, I don't know, like this is all like too much, or maybe mailers is your thing. Okay, so there's 3 mailers we can be sending out for the beginning of this year. current market value. Look, we are in real estate and we're like wondering what's going to happen with the market. Like, how is it? You think your clients in your sphere are not wondering? They're silently wondering. And they're going to be taking that information either from you or somebody else. Somebody else has a louder voice in their market, or maybe even Zillow or all the other shitty articles that social media provides. All right. So you can be mailing them current market value analysis. All right. You can also do year or quarter in review. Let's say if you had some exciting things, maybe you had a brokerage move or something. Hey, just wanted to give you a quick little update. This is what's going on in my world. So it's pretty much like a monthly, quarterly newsletter in the mail format. But the biggest, most powerful mailer is letter of the heart. Okay, letter of the heart. And this is an example of my letter of the heart. There's no call to action. There's no logo. There's no sales, Lana. 2021 was a big year for me, and there were some things happening health-wise with me and my family. I put it up on the letter. Okay, put it up on the letter, and I read it 24 hours later. I was like, I'm going to send it out to my client community. We'll see how it goes. It was so impactful because people who even didn't know me or didn't work with me personally or work with my team member, they were calling, they were texting, checking in on me. It's like, I can relate to you. Thank you for sharing. So if you've been MIA from your client community and you maybe want to come back and make an impact and connect with them at a completely different level, do the letter of the heart. And I'm going to leave you guys with my favorite quote, and it goes like this: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, guys.
Oh my gosh. Is she not on fire? Can we give Lana like a huge round of applause? Thank you so much for pouring into us today. I want to give everybody a chance to ask some quick questions or make some connection. And the only reason I had to have poor Lana wrap it up today is most of you know I'm in daily radiation and I got to get my butt to the hospital. So if you have a question and you want to connect with Lana, I want to make sure that you connect with her on Instagram. Scan her QR code, and she's just a wealth of knowledge. I freaking love her so much. And if you're working with me in coaching, she just reiterates what we talk about. Get your newsletter out, connect with your people. We're going to need to do that more so than ever in 2024, because if you're not doing it, somebody else is. And she is the queen at connecting. And I can say everything that she's talked about, I've personally experienced, and she's treated me like a client. Over the last 5 years, I get cookies, I get Popeyes, I get birthday surprises, I get all these things. And I'm like, I just love her. Love her. And she is phenomenal. So questions, concerns for Lana, what do you got going? Inspiration, ahas. What were your golden nuggets? Ooh, all right. Lots of good comments here, Lana. Anybody want to unmute? Daniel, you always got something to say. Say it.
Well, I was very interested, Lana. Thank you so much, number one, for sharing. Thank you. A wealth of knowledge, tons of experience. I gotta get to about 500, so I love that. Now, I did have a question. I posted it in the group chat, which was the ROI. You can spend so much money in so many things: client events, gifts, gift cards, blah, blah. Which are the things that you've seen that give you the best return?
This is a great, it's a very loaded question, Daniel, but it's a great one. So primarily everything we do, my strategy behind everything, right, is to stay omnipresent within my client community and sphere. Because remember, the world right now, it's so distractive. And I'm not talking only about social media, because your clients and my clients and Lindsay's clients, and so is like Nina's clients, they're getting information from somewhere. It can be anywhere from like their coworker, okay, who's all of a sudden read an article on Inman or Realtor.com and became real estate expert. There's probably their neighbor who's getting licensed and also going to be a real estate expert. But my goal is just like, I'm going to be showing up in all these different places. Because remember, you have to look at the pie. You divide the pie into all these little parts. My Facebook group is only a small piece of the pie. Okay. My appearance on social media, very small of the pie. But my number one goal is just, I want to be, when people think of realtor, Colorado Springs, it's Lana, it's her team. All right. Mm-hmm. When they're going to try to wander off, because everybody is going to try to wander off at some point. All right. I want to bring them home. All right. So return on investment for Facebook group or sending gifts is like, you have to, like, it may not be your cup of tea. You may hate Facebook, but maybe you're going to be more on Instagram. Maybe you're the phone call guy, because there are so many agents who They just get on the call and they pound the phones, and it works for them. But you have to figure out, number one, what are you most comfortable with, and how are you going to be bringing your people home?
You got it.
What I love about that, and I want to emphasize it, which is why I was doing the circle, is it's like not one thing is going to have one particular payoff. It's all the things working in tandem together, which is kind of why we talk about getting your newsletter going, getting your Popeyes going, getting, you know, drawing those wagons around your database, your client events. I mean, Lana you got like 10, 15 touches to your clients right there with one client appreciation event. Get your Facebook group going, because that's 2 to 3 touches a week that you're doing if you're actively engaging in your Facebook community, but they all work together.
Thank you, Alana.
Of course.
Guys, this was amazing. Lana, thank you so much for sharing with us today. You are the queen. Can't wait to see all the amazing things that you do in 2024. And we're excited to have you back soon. Who wants to hear about Lana's client appreciation events?
We can do it at the deep dive. But friends, I have a personal favor. Right now, the market is tough. There's so many agents right now who are hurting and who are getting out of the business, and who were aspiring to make real estate careers a profession, and they can't. So you guys are connected. You were guys on this mastermind. You are connected to Lindsay in some shape or form. All I'm asking you, be a good representative of our industry. And if you see a hurting agent on Facebook, or just please extend the helping hand, because it breaks my heart seeing people getting out of this industry. Now, there are some people who need to get out and not come back. But the good agents, please, if you learn something today, take them out for coffee, give them back that value, that because you don't know whose career or whose life you are able to save.
Always a giver. Thank you, Lana.
Okay, bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.